Hi. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to talk about today because I want to play a little game and I want you to guess based on the story that I tell you, and then I will tell you at the end. I was going to put a title and I'm not going to put the title on the video as well to be the real title. So let's see how it works out. Let's see how I should do this. Okay. So I have always been or considered myself a very vulnerable person. So if there is something that somebody said to hurt me, or if there's somebody that pulled away, or if there's anything that I felt, I always spoke my truth. I always let the person know, like, this is how I'm feeling. And I was very, very proud of that. Like, I've always been very proud of that. And I still am. I still do that. I'm not afraid of having difficult conversations. I'm not afraid of conflict. It's scary. Oh my God, it's been scary. And I would take like sometimes a day or two to bring it up in like the right way. But I would. And I would have that conversation. I would not let it linger for too long, way too long. Okay, so this is where the game is. Can you guess what the deeper learning was for me? Can you guess where this is going? Some of you might be able to guess. So pause the video and put it on the comments so that you can hold yourself accountable and see if you guessed right. Okay? So what I learned deeper now is that I definitely do want to speak my truth, but what I was doing many times was making it very heavy. So the title of the video, now I can tell you, is Lighten Up. What I have learned, or I'm learning in the process of doing more and more deeply every time, is if there is a situation, like let's say somebody is doing something that I'm getting triggered by. And that's a very natural thing, right? Like somebody's doing something, somebody's crossing my boundaries, and I don't want that. And I know I don't want that because if I don't express that, then I'll become a doormat, and I don't want to become a doormat, right? But I want to express my boundaries without making it heavy. So how do I do that? That is the learning. When somebody does something to cross your boundaries, or maybe somebody is pulled away and you don't know what's going on, what I would earlier do was sit the person down, have a conversation with the person and say, this is how I'm feeling. And I would say I feel, right? Like I wouldn't put the blame on the other person. Like I would say, I feel this, I feel hurt because. What I learned is that there is an even better way to do it. And drum roll please. The better way is to express it. First of all, you don't need to sit the person down. Let that situation happen again, naturally, organically. And at that moment, find a way to be calm about it, okay, when somebody says something, we feel like we are going to die. Like at the end of the way, if we go down all the whys, it feels like, oh my God, this person is not respecting me. This person is not taking care of my needs. And I am not going to be able to take care of it. I'm losing control. And because of this, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to die. Like, this is the story that we build in our heads. So instead of getting into that, like that, oh my God, super heavy thing, which we're then projecting onto the other person and imposing onto the other person, we can take some time to work through our wounding and find a way to be light about it and say, next time that thing happens, just say, oh no, this doesn't work for me, something like that. Or if somebody's pulling away, you can say something kind to the person or appreciative, I'm really grateful for you in my life, just something like that, so that that person, like, and if this happens continuously, then you can have that conversation. Of course, there's a space for that conversation. But many times we just bring in this huge heaviness when it's not needed. So next time you feel triggered about somebody doing something, anything, and you feel this really heavy energy and you're like, I don't know what to do, without making this a big deal and projecting your wounding onto the other person and making the other person feel scared to be around you, because they're like, oh my God, she gets upset and it's like unsafe or whatever. Try to bring it up in a way that's just lighthearted. It's like, no, that really doesn't work. How about we try this instead? Or, I really appreciate what you're saying. I really appreciate you in my life. And can we try this instead, because it'll feel better? Something like that. Okay, I hope you resonated with this, and let me know in the comments. Bye.